Hey, welcome to Chicks and Salsa, three chicks in a pod. We've got two chicks.
Yay!
Yay!
Chicks are
Hi,
better than most
Candy.
chicks.
How are things going for you tonight?
We have had a drought lately, and all of a sudden it decided to deluge and rain cats and dogs and like rain really hard. So the drive home was like took me a little bit longer than it normally does, but it's all good because hey, I'm home now and we're talking here and it's all good. How about you? How are you?
Well, we are part of the 70 million people or something staggering like that that's being impacted with extreme temperatures and such in the Midwest. So right up that center. I think we got to 90 something today, which doesn't sound bad, but when you have over 100% humidity,
Oh,
it feels like forever. I mean, the UV ray is off the anyway. We're under basically a stay inside alert if possible until Thursday evening. I think it's typical for this time of day or time of year, but Lordy, it doesn't take long to be wishing you were in the swimming pool when you're outside.
oh yeah. I remember those days. I mean, not that I don't have those. I mean, I have those days almost all the time down here.
Right, right. Well, I mean, you kind of anticipated, but I remember being there in January, and good Lord, my hair barely fit in this. It would not have fit in this nice little square that you guys see. I mean, as it is, I'm having to like squish my hair in so you see more than my hair. But yeah, no, definitely very muggy down there. Definitely not a good hair day for me down there. That's for sure.
Right, right.
So we wanted to let our audience know that Megan is with, baseball is life for her in the summer, and we get to borrow her from time to time. So Megan's with the baseball, and then Miss Jen is with the ACC kickoff. And she did want us to kind of mention to you all that there was a new kind of rule or expectations, or I'm not quite sure how they're wording that for certain, but to help with safety and security of all players, both the visiting team and their players as well. So it is now mandated that no one can storm the field, no fans can be on the field or court before the opposing team is off the court. If that doesn't happen, then I mean, if that's broken, there's like significant fines. I think if the other team people storm, then there's like $50,000 fine for the first offense. I mean, it's very well laid out. I'm speculating on what I've read. I don't understand, but we're going to have the expert, Miss Jen, who has been able to visit lots of things. And for you, those of you that are following us on YouTube, she has posted a lot of shorts and a lot of videos today. So as she will continue this the rest of this week. So we're going to let her be the expert, and we're all going to learn next week all the great things that she's been able to speak and learn about. So a little jealous of Jen, being there with getting geared up for football, my gig, my favorite sport. But hey, super happy. And she's got some, I shared one on my wall, some her closing thoughts for today. So check it out. Definitely has some great information and more to come.
I know. I'm kind of jealous because it's the ACC kickoff and it's up there in North Carolina. But I'm sitting here thinking, my Miami Hurricanes are up there in that whole thing. Why do we have to have it all the way up in, Charlotte? But it is what it is. So typically what happens is they have this kickoff and then all the teams do their individual like pro or media day and stuff like that. So we're just waiting to hear when the Hurricanes will have theirs because we put up a lot of content for the Hurricanes because we cover them on a regular basis.
Absolutely, hopefully. And that's exciting as well. Isn't there headquarters of the ACC in that area?
I'm sure that's why it is, but
well, I mean, it's kind of like the SEC where Missouri's kind of an outlier. Well, now Oklahoma causes that. It does a off too. But yeah. For
I
me
know
to do
all these
anything SEC, I
conferences.
would have to come down to Atlanta, I think, is where they do their stuff. So I understand the little bit of jealousy there.
Well, and I think the American is also up in North Carolina, and I'm like, because we also sometimes cover the USF, and I was just reading a press release from them that they're going to be up there, I think Thursday and Friday. So I'm like, oh my goodness, again, another one up there. Wait, that's not fair.
Come
But
on now, share the fun.
that's okay. I'd much, they can have that. I want the games. So bring on the games.
Listen, I am very ready for some, and please forgive me because people will say have backlash on this, I'm sure. I want real football. I don't want scrimmages. I don't want preseasons. I want real football. And yes, that stuff is a necessity. And yes, it is real football, but it means bragging rights mostly at that point. And I'm ready for some real get your elbows in and grr. I want the gridiron. Come on with it.
I hear you. Speaking of kind of like the different sports, because last week before on our show we were previewing the All Star game, and that happened right after our show. So it's been almost a whole week. So I'm sure people have talked all about it, but we just kind of wanted to do a quick recap. And I wanted to share that I was actually in attendance for the only MLB All Star game that actually ended in a tie. It
That's
happened in
awesome.
Milwaukee, and I'm like, that's my claim to fame. I'm like, my one and only that's probably the only All Star game I'll see for MLB. But this one ended in a tie, but they had a tiebreaker. They now have, because of that time, they instituted a way to solve the tie, because when back in Milwaukee when they had it, they actually ran out of pitchers. And they're like, well, this is an All-Star game. We can't you're not going to put in a regular fielder this is an extra game. This is just a fun game. But it meant something. And so they decided that they were going to do this home run swing off. And the people that I've talked to love it.
Well, I mean, what's not to love watching Kyle Schwarber knock it into next year?
Good for him.
Okay, so this is where I go. I have to admit stuff, right? Here we go. Kyle Schwarber is one of my favorite ball players right now.
Nice.
He does not play for the Cardinals.
Oh, well.
But I have an added reason that I watch Phillies. I don't know why, maybe because Rob, but that aside, Kyle is fun to watch.
Yeah.
He's an animated ball player. He is absolutely fun to watch when he's up to bat or when he's playing, period. I mean, I just like, he's one of those people that just has that personality that I like to watch him and see his success. So, so my favorite currently, who is not a Cardinal, was the All Star Game MVP. So that was pretty cool. And then right before we came on the show, he had a home run out there, and I'm like, dude, just he just ends up playing. He goes, okay, now, and it's gone. And it's reminds me a little of watching Mark McGwire without the additional steroids.
Him and Sammy Sosa, the year that they went back and forth, like that was just exciting. I mean, I understand the whole steroids and all that stuff, but it was an exciting time in baseball,
Yeah, I watched him break the record, and then I watched Sammy break the record, and then I watched him break. I was like, I watched those. That's what we did. I mean, we had a watch party that night. So the night that Mark hit his out, that was a lot of fun. But yeah, used to be that I didn't pay attention to anyone beyond my league, my teams, the ones that I want. But I am learning to be a fan of the sport, while rooting for a team. So I have favorite football players that are not Chiefs, and they will never be a Chief.
Kari, you want to know why I think a little bit of that is happening?
Why is that?
I think because we're doing broadcasts like this and we're talking about, and we need to be more well-rounded and just instead of just, so I think not only is this broadcast for everybody else that we're trying to, but it's also for us. And I think we're learning more about us and sports.
I absolutely, amen. I have done. My growth can be. You can almost go watch our progression from where we started to where I am now, and the person I started out is not anywhere close to where I am now, and I'm proud of that. I'm also a lot more observant across the board because I want to catch those little things that we want to bring in. So yeah, I think that is 100% it because um, it I think it's a natural progression. My love for the Chiefs drove me to start playing fantasy football, and then I enjoy that and the all of the trash talk that comes with it. So I learned more about players, and now I kind of watch them. It's now pulled me back into college football that I kind of shied away because I want to know who's coming up, what they're going to do, and how. So yeah, I think that's completely it is. Once you start immersing yourself into um, a love,
Mm-hmm.
you learn more. And I have really enjoyed this platform and the fact that I have learned so much. And if you can't be a lifetime learner and be a sponge about different things, then you're shortchanging your entire life, I think.
Well, and I think the older we get, the more of an appreciation we can have for other players that are doing great things on not our teams, you know. And you can root for sometimes the underdog. That's okay as long as they're not playing your team.
Well,
You
I mean, I just had this whole flash of the Super Bowl. Oh my God. But see, therein lies where you have a problem is I love a lot of the players on Philly Eagles. So to watch them destroy my team was really very disheartening.
I get it.
Extremely disheartening. But but again, it's watching individuals that have been given a natural gift and they have developed their gift, not because it's just been given to them, but they have worked and developed their gift to be at a high level. So anyone going to a high level of something, whatever it is incredibly exciting and impressive to me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
My niece just went to FCLA Nationals last week. I think so. And her little team, and I say little team because they come from a school that is very small. Their team of 5 placed number 4 nationwide in
Wow.
parliamentary procedure. So they were excelling at a level that I will never get to excel at. And that is just, I just love to see people succeed.
Yeah. Yep. Speaking of which, I have to say, we were talking about MLB. I got to do a little bragging rights because I don't get this
Oh,
very
yes, you
often.
do.
But my Milwaukee Brewers have the best record right now in baseball. And they have it sold. They're not sharing it right now. Even though they have the same amount of wins as the Tigers did, they have fewer losses. So that's how they have the best record right now. I can tell you they won their 11th straight. They swept the Dodgers twice. That the Dodgers, the Nationals, and then the Dodgers again. I will say there is a local restaurant up in Milwaukee that if they hit 13 wins in a row, they give free hamburgers to everybody. So
So are we driving? Are you and I going to Milwaukee?
for just a burger, I mean, they're good burgers, but I don't know. That's a little bit of a stretch there, Kari. As much as I'd love to.
Well, I mean, there is that and this whole thing that being an adult,
Yeah, and this thing called a job.
those 3-letter words.
I know.
They're
I
awful.
unless you're calling it a win for the win column, but otherwise,
Oh, wait, we'll take that 3-letter word
yes,
at least
yes,
2 more times for all those in Milwaukee.
yes. So kudos to them. Good luck to them. I hope they do it. I think they're going to start a series. Well, they play again against Seattle today, and they play Seattle tomorrow, and then I believe they start a series against the Miami Marlins.
Is it going to be down there or?
No, they're up in Milwaukee, so they were down here over I think like 4th of July or right before we were on vacation, so oh well.
Next time?
Exactly. Exactly. But uh do we want to do a little college basketball?
Sure.
I'm going to go into, so if all of you know or don't know, Unrivaled announced NIL deals with 14 college players, including Juju Watkins and Ozzie Fudd. They're three of the top 14 women, which Flajay Johnson, I don't know if I said that right, but three of the top 14 women's college basketball players that Unrivaled is signing to NIL deals. They announced on Saturday, just like they had done last year. They did Paige, Bruckers, and Johnson before. They're doing another one of these Unrivaled, and they're giving them good money, which good for them.
Fantastic.
I love the fact that they're doing this, and that they're finally getting some paid in college. Now I get there's a whole, should we have a salary cap, because there are some schools and some players that are making outrageous amounts compared to some others. I'm going to leave that to the NC2A. That's their job. Um, but I like the fact that they're starting to get some money.
I kind of look at those NIL contracts. Yeah, wouldn't some of that money be really nice to hit my account?
Oh, yeah.
Just one paycheck and you can have the rest back. But also, in life in general, it doesn't come across everybody gets a penny. It doesn't come that way. So would I like to see a lot of players have the same success? Absolutely. Who doesn't want to see people have success?
Right.
But on the flip side is, real life, not everybody has the same success, don't have the same money. Um, you know, it's kind of a life lesson and a very visual and big picture, big display. But we can't all be the top because it just doesn't work that way.
Well, and we were talking last night on the South Florida Tribune on 108 Stitches Baseball Talk. It was kind of interesting. The Milwaukee Brewers payroll is the same amount as the injured payroll of the Mets.
Again, it's the haves and have nots because
Exactly.
the markets, but at the same time, look at what amazing things are happening with not a large payroll.
Exactly.
You just said,
wanted to-
11 straight. That's fantastic.
That's what I wanted to showcase to like the young youth that think that you have to be the top payroll to be on top, and you got to do. No, what I was telling the crew last night is, I said Milwaukee plays with heart, and I think because their fans really get into it, and you're not playing for a New York market where you're expected and you have all those expectations. You have a harsh media market, where they're going to be quick to jump on the bandwagon or off the bandwagon, and their expectations are so high. I think because Milwaukee's not like that. They're more of a small market. They're really into their fans, and their fans pay it back. Like we said that they're 15th on the attendance as far as major league teams. People always show up, and support them.
Well, I have always considered Milwaukee's fan base similar to the Cardinals. Similar demographics, all that. And literally the Cardinals have their AA team 25 minutes from my house. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Big Birds are 3 hours from my house. And then the mid-sized birds, the AA, is in Memphis. So they have this triangle they have built as well. So, they have all of their fan base. They can get to any of the games at any level relatively easy. So,
Mm-hmm.
a short drive,
Right.
but yes, I think that's amazing. And then not being a major market for our teams also keeps the level of pundits and heavy talk show people from berating a
Mm-hmm.
mistake
Right.
or a misstep or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit softer place to be. But if you were up and able and you get drafted or whatever to the big market, then congratulations.
Right.
Job well done.
Yeah.
It does take a certain kind of personality that can handle that situation as well.
Exactly. Exactly. I agree. I agree. Well, Kari, can you believe we've already been talking for 20 minutes? I can't believe it just comes and flows so easy, so quick,
I
right?
mean, when you're cool like the two of us.
That's true. Not to say that our other two aren't cool either,
Well,
but
no, because when all four of us on the show, it's like, holy crap! It's after 30 minutes, and here we are, and we're still not close to wrapping up. So when I've been thinking about after being on your show last Wednesday night, the whole FS1 having to basically revamp their shows and stuff. And I don't remember if it was Jacob or if it was Scott that said they need the Chicks and Salsa, Three Chicks show. And I've thought a lot about that.
mm-hmm.
We all know that FS1 has let go of people.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to discuss why.
Right.
That's not something that we like to do on our show. Because I want I want to be a positive female person.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yep.
doesn't mean I'm always positive, but it means that that's what my mindset is I want to promote a positive woman's image. Okay. So that being said, what an opportunity FS1 could have if they chose to have an all-female show, because I understand that there is a risk that would need to be taken. It's a worthy gamble, in my opinion.
I agree. I agree.
And sure, yeah, I'll work for FS1, but I have to have a Bobby Bonilla payday type thing laid out.
Yeah, I think so. Sounds good to me.
And I don't have to have that kind of money. I will settle for 100,000 every in July.
You'll settle for that, huh, Kari?
So FS1, if you're listening,
Yes. Yes.
no, but the camaraderie that we have and we're able to pick up, and we all have diverse backgrounds, but have a love for this, the being able to bring stories and sports and tie them into our lives. There are a lot of very competent and intelligent women out there that you could build a football show using them as your hosts.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to be selling our bodies to get viewers. We're not going to be selling our souls to have viewers. We're going to bring, as these women could bring you quality content in the fastest demographic that's grown in the last few years.
Yep.
And would only strengthen their corner of the market. Totally buy into a corner of a market that is not being addressed at the moment.
Agreed.
So that's what I've thought about in the back of my head since your show last Wednesday night. Whichever one. What was that one? What show was that one?
Sports Exchange.
Sports Exchange. So yeah, that one really hit a chord in my brain, and that's what my brain does when I have, I can be working, but in the back of my brain's twisting and twirling things, and I just keep thinking, what a precedence that could be set and
Mm-hmm.
earned, and make it your corner of the market.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I agree.
So here's my 15 cents worth of 25 cents for y'all. But
Or no, you wanted to be 100,000 an episode, remember?
well, no, I mean, they can fire me, but I just want to get the rolling payday every year.
I hear you. I hear you.
Oh, it's
For
time for
you.
me to have my bank account. Yay! Just like I
Oh,
get to buy groceries and no budget.
oh, wouldn't that be nice?
I
Oh,
can't even imagine.
I know I can't either, and yet it's gotten a lot more expensive at the grocery store these days. Jeez.
Yeah. Some of the things that I had grown accustomed to being able to just get,
Mm-hmm.
we can't just get them. We have to kind of,
Mm-hmm.
it's okay.
Yeah. It's
Part
all
of
good.
growth.
Mhm. Part of being an adult.
An adult thing again.
Adult thing, yeah.
Andy, why?
I
We were
know.
having so much fun, and then you reminded me we were adults.
I know. I know. It's a tough life, but someone's got to do it.
Absolutely. Well, as always, we're going to request that you message us and tell us what you would like for us to address, for us to bring up and have as a topic, so you can jump on and join with us. Share our show. We love it. I really appreciate those. I see the number keep growing up and up and up. So I appreciate our live audience. It means a
Mhm.
lot to me,
Oh yes,
especially. I
all
know
of
it
us.
means a lot to all of my other girls. It
Mhm.
means we're doing something that people enjoy, and that, why not? Why wouldn't we be appreciative of that?
Right.
So you can reach us across the platforms everywhere you can. Candy, you got a plug for your guy and his book.
Oh yeah, my husband wrote a book, Lessons from the Microphone: Tuning into the Enduring Wisdom of Visionary Leaders. Talks about media and how media has changed over he's been in the business over 40 years. Oh my gosh. But yes, it's available on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Kindle, Google, and Apple Books. And you can always join us on South Florida Tribune. Following this show, we're going to do Inside the Pigskin tonight. So we're going to be talking more football. Yay.
Just sad that I cannot join you tonight, but I will. Tonight's just not the night.
I understand. Hey, we understand life.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
pretty much the theme of the day here right now at my house. We are wrapping up an estate, and that's a lot of stuff that had a lot of pieces to that.
There is. Yes. Yes. We miss
Folks, we
Megan.
appreciate you logging in and watching us live. If you're watching us on repeat, later, we appreciate you too. We love our Chicks and Salsa fan base. It means a lot.
It does. It does. If you want to
Y'all
get a
be
hold of
safe.
any of us,
Huh?
please. I said if you want to get a hold of any of us, or if you want to comment on our Facebook page or on our YouTube page, let us know what you think, what you want us to talk about. If there's any topics, I
Hit us
know
up.
Jen's gonna do ACC next week. I think she's gonna recap all of that good
I
stuff.
can't wait to hear all about ACC and see if she. I am interested to see, because if anyone can do it, Jen can. If she gets to talk to Big Bad Bill.
Yeah, I don't know. That'll be interesting to see if she does.
I mean, I don't put it past her.
I don't put it past her either.
I mean, her profile picture is her with Cam Newton. So Jen goes for the gold, and I love that about her.
Yes. Yes.
All right, friends, we're going to let you go and jump on South Tribune Inside the Pigskin in the next 15-20 minutes.
Yep.
Reach out to any of us. We look forward to seeing you all next week. And please be safe and find a way to be kind.
Have a great one.